So hi guys, again, we're off to help somebody with a horse that won't accept being sprayed. Now this particular, I'll pull in here, this is a place called Amroth. We're in West Wales, Pembrokeshire, and this is Amroth, and the Marlowe's Trekking Centre where we're going now is not far from here. So basically this horse is a part-time police horse, and if anyone's seen the demonstration, most people would have seen the actual clip, the short 2-minute clip showing the demonstration, the main demonstrations on the subscribers site. But this was a police horse that really has got a phobia about being sprayed. Enough so that if a horse was being sprayed 3 stables away, it would lose the plot. So we did start on it in the demonstration. The owner did say that the horse has never stood so long to be sprayed as we got in the demonstration. But I did say, you know, we'd only got half an hour. I'd go back. This is the date we booked. Look at the ocean tunnel, how calm it is there. I know. It's amazing, isn't it? So we're going back today. It won't be a long video. What I'll be working on is trying to get the horse to accept spraying better today for the owner. The owner's name's Sam. I want to get to a stage where he can then build on from that, because I'm sure if the phobia of the spraying's gone, other things will get better as well, because Princess is the name of the horse, she can get quite upset about a few other things as well. So yeah, so we're only about 10 minutes away, so we'll carry on.
Bridge.
Wow.
Do you think there was a wise man once who sat on the bridge?
Oh, it's as calm as anything.
It's as calm as you is with the horses.
So,
Wise Man's Bridge Inn. Nice little pub. Bridges
one
in
at a
Wales.
time through there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
We're nearly there now. It's worth knowing that Sam, it's all voluntary. It's part-time policing, horseback. It's all voluntary, and it's really important in my mind, you know, that a horse accepts spray if it's a police horse. And this horse copes with pretty much everything, you know. If you needed to go around crowds and that's fine, but you never know if someone sprayed the horse or something happened. So we're here voluntary ourselves today to try and help, because we think it's a good cause, you know, because it's lovely to see horses doing this sort of work. So yeah, we're here today. Let's just hope we can get things on the right track. I'm pretty sure we will, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see how I go about it today.
And the horse is called Princess?
Yeah, Princess the horse is. So yeah, which is where Sam keeps his horse. So yeah, from all reports, this is a fantastic place to come and ride.
Well, some of the people that came to the demo who stayed over went here on a ride out, and they said it was absolutely lovely.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There we go. So pulling in here now. There's a nice fencing. Always nice to see. Oh, what's that over there? Look on the right. Look on the right here.
Right.
There's like all. Oh, it's all the shelters over there.
All the shelters over there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little bit bumpy. Whee. Oh, that was over there then. I think it's a castle.
It's always nice to have an indoor arena, isn't it? And they have got an indoor arena.
Yeah.
Which is there, look, so, and an outdoor arena as well. Here we are. So, okay, so this is Princess, part-time voluntary police horse. Lovely little mare. And now, we're here today, obviously, to try and do the next stage of the spraying to get her to accept spraying and not be petrified of it. So that's what we were about to work on. Then, talking to Sam, the Princess can get quite worked up, and Sam has watched a lot of our stuff and a lot of other people's stuff, trying to improve and have more control when she gets a little bit upset and he has trouble stopping her. So we've just discussed it now. We're going to start off with teaching Sam the basics of a one rein stop and teaching Princess where peace can come from a flex and stopping the feet, which is the start of one rein stop. Sam has tried to do this himself from what he's watched and tried to learn, and when you ask Princess to stop with one rein, she just keeps on going round and round and round. Now that happens quite a lot. So that's what we'll be working on up there, is to get where Sam can walk along or even trot along, reach down with quality, with gracefulness, and actually stop her with one rein. So it goes from the bit through the mind down to the feet. And that's what we're going to start with today, and we'll end up with the spraying, because I don't want her, she might get quite upset with the spraying. We've almost got to flood her a little bit, actually flood her, because she will be quite wet. So I didn't want to do that first. So we're going to go up to the sand school now and see if we can get this going. Now what I've just checked now, before we go up there, very briefly, is to check that she will flex around and not keep moving her feet in here, because if she was doing it in here, I'd probably tackle that first before we went up there. So I've just said to Sam now, it'll be a process of lifting up with the opposite hand, okay, reaching down to a point. We don't know where that point is yet, but eventually there'll be a Tipp-Ex mark or a little bit of tape, so Sam knows exactly where to run down to. Then he must remember then, I mean, I used to practice this at home. I'd take my rein home and I'd do this and reach down until I was really good with that. You have to remember that if you're going for a one rein stop, or you're stood still and practicing those flexes, the fact that you put your hand on the neck with the opposite hand becomes her cue that she separates it out. Oh, this is to stand still. So when you lift up, you will come down onto the neck. So you've lifted up, you've come down, then that goes on the neck. Okay, so we'll just check here. I'm on the neck still, and she flexes and stands still. Now, might be different up in the sand school because she knows she's confined a little bit here. Right, so this is helping us really, giving her an idea. You can practice this when you come in here. Get it really good. That you lift up, you reach down, you put your hand on the neck, and then you flex. Now she's quite, she's not as light as you can make her. I'm just waiting for her to come off the pressure a bit. Right, no, she's on it, she's on it, she's on it, come on. There, she just gave like that much, right? So we'll check the other side before we go up there. Is that making sense to you? Are you?
Yeah, no, that does make sense.
The cue for standing still is the hand on the neck. So that they separate. If you do that continuously, when you reach down and you put your hand on the neck, they go, oh yes, this is about feet still. All right. So hand up, reach down, hand on the neck, and then get the flex. And she went, I just felt the lightness in my hand for a minute. Now, because she's used by a few people, right, you will never get the absolute lightness, because every ride she's trained, okay? So you're hunting lightness with her, I would say, you're trying to get a lightness, but when she's ridden with other people, so you can't hold her against her for not being absolutely light. As long as we get a little feeling of lightness, you probably won't be asking for a full lightness like we ask for it, so it's nothing there. It's just as we pick that up, our horses are that light. You can't really do that with her. Reason being, she'll get offended if she knows how light it can be for her, and that she starts following this rein before any pressure in her mouth, which is what we hunt. she'll get offended then. If you show her this beautiful way of being, when someone else takes a hold, she'll get offended. So we can't hunt the same lightness with her, unfortunately, because of the people who will use her. So it's not fair to her. So I would be releasing for just a little light, a little give, not a complete give. Does that? Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can show them a better way, and you can make them worse then for people who have got hands that don't know that. So we won't be hunting complete lightness. So in other words, I'll do it one last time before we go up, down, all right, neck, and then I'll just wait till right. So there's still a tightness in the reins, but I felt to go lighter. With ours, we wait till they come off the rein. So this goes from that to that. Make sense? So that's what we hunt that, and when she gives and our reins go slap, that's when they get the release. But you don't want that with her, because other people will be. Right? So, yeah, if you want to bring her up then, we'll take her. Okay, so we've just come up to the outdoor arena. We're not in the indoor arena now then, so we've come up here because it's being used. First thing I'm going to do is see whether out here on her own, apparently she gets a little bit more up when she's out here on her own. I'm going to see if we can get the same thing again. So just like in the stables now, right? Remember what I said, we go up with the rein, down, yeah? In fact, I reckon that's gonna, you see where the little change is there? Yeah. Got a feeling that's gonna be where you'll reach down to. So look, up, down, you see how her ear's away? Right, you see how I just got her attention? Yeah. So I'm just gonna wait, she went a bit lighter there. I don't want her as light as some. So again, so she's proving to us that she can stand still for this. Yeah. Okay, up with the rein, down to that point. Here, she's not with me. Let's see if I can get her with me here. See how she's not with me? Look. There. Right. There. You see how she just very, very tiny bit came up. Right, we'll bring her to here. So it's right. So up, down, hand on the neck. So she's doing that. We'll do it the other side. Yeah. You can't practice this enough. You can practice it in your stables. Up, down to that point, on the neck, and then just wait till she softens. But I'd like to say, I don't want it completely off, because we don't want to, we still want her to know about the contact. Right. So that's good. Now the next stage is, we're going to ask for movement of the hindquarters. Because when a horse gets in trouble, and he's getting upset, and you've asked for the one rein, and maybe she's not stopping as well as you want, you then want her to disengage her hindquarters, because that's taking her power away. And the way you do the disengaging of the hindquarters, if you come around here, Bab, right, will be your leg back behind the girth. Sam, if you come around here so you can see. Right, at first the one rein stops are without this, but eventually we use that one in every 4 times. We'll ask for a disengaging one rein stop. That's where you're showing them you can take their power away, and then you'll put your hand on the neck again and then wait for them to stop. Okay? So this is a process. Some people think a one rein stop is just a one rein stop. It's not. It's a process. So it goes from here, well, from the bit and our cue on the neck. So you've got bit, cue on the neck, then it goes from the brain down to the feet to stop. Okay? So, up. You tell me now.
Hand down the rein.
Hand down the rein.
To the point.
Yeah.
And then into the saddle.
Hand on the neck.
Hand on the neck.
Tell me again.
Hand up. Other hand down the rein. To the right point. Hand on the neck.
Yes.
And then into the saddle.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Brilliant. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my hand off the neck and I'm going to bump this round, look. I want this back end as soon as she thought about it, now I'm going to put my hand on the neck, which is to say, stop. Now I know you're thinking, oh, it's a lot to think about. Once you've done it enough, it's nothing to think about, okay? It's not like saying outside leg to inside rein and all that. That can be quite complicated. This, if you think about it, isn't, right? So remember, up, Sam?
Yep.
Yeah,
Down the
tell
rein.
me.
Hand on the neck.
Yes.
Yes.
And into the saddle. Now, hand off the neck.
Yeah.
I've still got the flex.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the feet. I'm going to cluck. There, and I've took it off because she's disengaged. Now I'm going to, you can either use the hand on the neck, which is the main one, but sometimes I'm in a position where I can't, so I touch the back. It's still a hand touching, but that's the best one because that's where we sat. So sometimes you'll think, he didn't put his hand on the neck, but you'll see I'm here. And I take it off as soon as, right. So I'm going to do that 3 times each side now, but I'm not going to do it the next one because I don't want her to start thinking it's movements every time. That's why we do this every 3 or 4 when we do the one rein stops, so she doesn't think that now is meaning movement. Yeah? So up, Sam, yeah, down to the point, hand on the neck, that, and then wait for her to just, yeah, she went slightly lighter. So tell her how good she is. She seems quite calm up here today.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And that can be the problem sometimes because she's so calm most of the
They're
time.
sentient beings, you know. Tanya gets up some days and ain't the same, you know what I mean? She's wild sometimes. We're all different days.
It takes one to know one, kid.
Right, so up,
Still trigger stacking, isn't it?
down, hand on the neck. She's getting that better. You notice this is getting better. Right, look, I'm gonna put it back and I'm gonna wait till she disengages. There. Then I'm gonna put the hand on the neck till she stops, goes slight.
Oh, good girl.
Yeah, you see, beautiful. So that's really good. Now we'll do it the same now the other side where we, Tanya, are you slacking, girl?
Oh, boss.
Come on, boss. Right, so this side, up, down, to the point, on the neck, ask for the flex, let go. Right? Now the next time I'm going to ask for the disengaging one rein stop. So up, down, hand on the neck, hold. I'm going to look back at it, put my leg behind the girth, cluck over, there, then I'm just going to put my hand now, instead of on the neck, because it's easier for me, there. Tell her how good she is. I'm going to do that. One more with a not moving and one with moving. And then we're going to sit you up there. In fact, we'll get you to do it on the ground first. Right, so you show me then. So you're going to go up in the middle, yeah, yes, beautiful. Run your hand down, hand on the neck, bring it round till she, lovely, yeah. And she wasn't pulling on you, was she? Right, okay, same thing again. Try and put yourself where your legs would be, yes. Yeah. Right, and again then Sam, up, run your hand down to the point, hand on the neck, bring your hand round, up towards where your hand would be, up to, yeah, that's it, the trajectory, go on, you have to put a little bit of pressure, yes. There you go. Keep the pressure there, and
Come on.
you don't want too light, but just, yeah, there you go. Did you feel that? Just slight. Right, now do the same the other side. Actually, it's quite good. Yeah, you got this. Some people, it's very, you know, so up, slide, yeah, you've got to have the, put it down again. You have to have the slide. The slide becomes a cue. In 6 months, you get in it.
Yeah, but that's what's difficult, really. It's getting everything smooth.
Yeah, of course it is. Quality and gracefulness. It's the gracefulness that took me years to get. You know, the gracefulness you have to work on. That's why I said, take a bridle home and work on it. You know what I mean? But the slide, that becomes a cue eventually, and they go, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you want. So yeah, okay, and then run your hand down. Yeah, hand on the neck. Get your body where your legs are. Try not to look into her eyes too much. Yeah. Okay. The reason she's not giving, you've got to put yourself where your legs are.
Yeah.
We have to be where our legs are. Okay. So yeah, get in there a little bit. Yeah. Now up. Yeah. Down. Right on the neck. Yeah. Right. You've got to put your hand up towards
where I'd be.
Yes. Good one.
Almost got to pretend you're on the horse, haven't you?
Yes. A lot of people make the mistake. Don't look into her eyes.
Yeah.
Right. Because what happens is a lot of people look into their eyes, and the horse is thinking, "What you're looking in my eyes?" You know what I mean? So try not to stare into their eyes. I know it might be a little thing, but there's sometimes nothing bigger than the little things. That was good then. Right. So now you're going to do it, and then you're going to hold it. You're going to then turn yourself around, and then you're going to put your stirrup back. Right. Remember the trajectory, because when people do it here, which a lot of people do, they do it here. That's a totally different feel in there than where your hand is. And people wonder then, well, I've got it good, and then they show me and they're doing this. So that's the trajectory, where your hand will be. Right, so, okay, yeah, down, yeah, neck, yeah, trajectory, get yourself into her with your leg, yeah, go on. Now hold it somewhere, hold that hand, yeah, now look back, yeah, now cluck her, keep clucking till the back feet go, yes, no, hold everything, touch her, yes. That's very hard to do. Took me a long time to learn that, and then let her go when you feel, yeah. You've got to remember something, and I'll explain to you as well, because you can tell Sam as well, it helps to have another pair of eyes. You've got to look at the part. These horses know everywhere your eyes are, okay? They know what you're looking at, they know what foot. That's where their perception is so much better than ours, all right? We just do this, they know everything there. So if you didn't look at the back feet, you have to release and go for the stop, not when the horse is stepping like this, okay? Look, that's how she was doing that to start with. You have to do it, let go when this comes through, because that moment she comes through, she can't go forward. So basically if a horse is getting really difficult and you keep doing that, you're taking their forward away. So that's what she's got to know, that you take her motor away. So Tanya, come around here. So process again now, with quality, with gracefulness, up with the hand, reach down, hand on the neck, trajectory of the rein, get your hip in a little bit, up towards, lovely. Then hold, turn yourself round, look at the part you want to disengage, bump and cluck, bump and cluck, bump and cluck, and bump and cluck. Yes, there. You got it. You got it. But that was supposed to be, you've got to make sure this, no, there. You only needed to end. Listen.
Focusing too much on the legs, isn't it?
Yes, but try and remember. But that's something. You remember, this is your first time you've done it.
Yeah.
Now, how much sense is this making to the horse's head and the feet?
Yeah.
You could see. So it's the brain connecting to this through the equipment. All right. We forget it. We're not taught this. You know. So, how does that feel? Does it make sense to you? And you get right. Remember, this is your first time at it. You got to look at 6 weeks' time. You should be able to say, Steve, haha, and you could trot round here and get a beautiful one-rein stop, and a disengage. And I say, now disengage, stop, and then you do that one. So it's for you to practice and get good. I've already noticed she's getting better in her neck. Right? Have you noticed that already? You're asking, and she's coming round. Can you imagine what difference that will make to your riding?
Yeah, huge.
Oh, ridiculously huge. You'll be just picking your rein up a little bit and she'll be tipping where. So do you want to mount up then?
Yeah.
Right, we'll watch how you do that.
It's funny though watching you do it with just like 3 steps. It's only 3 steps, and then when I try and do it.
What for the?
Just for this, it's just
It
so much
took
harder.
me years.
It's like learning to drive when they say
years.
you've got to change gear, do the clutch, isn't it?
But harder because that's a machine.
Yeah.
She's a living being.
Exactly. Unpredictable. Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
I wish I'd had somebody like me to explain it the way I explain it, because it was never explained. I was green like you, a green now. You're green, you know, you're starting out. When I was like that, they kind of expect to show you, and I had to muddle through this for years. But I'm trying to explain it in a way for a green person. I wish I'd have had someone tell me that, how I've just said it, because it brings you on quicker.
But people say in the messages when you put a thing on, I wish I'd have met you 20 years ago and taught him that, you know?
Yeah. Right. So, okay. Isn't it a still day?
Lovely day.
Wow.
October's been crazy.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Now, what I would do when you're on, I don't think she's going to move anyway. I always count down from 10.
Yeah.
What?
She never stands still for Sam to get on. When we go out for
Well,
a
can I
hike,
say something then?
she's off.
Jump off now. With quality.
Off the other side's a bit random.
Right, give her a rub. Now there's something in it for her. Let's all rub on it. Do you know what I mean? So you've just told me she's never stood.
When we go out for a hack, I'll get on first. Barney will be standing still, and Sam, as soon as he sits in the saddle, she tries to take off.
Yeah. So already then,
She's learned.
just a little bit of this, and there's something in it for her. So, okay. So on again.
We said about a history of all sorts of trekking
Yeah.
centres, and she's
Yeah.
used to thinking for herself. She's used to thinking, I know what's happening next, and ignoring the rider.
Well, so on again, and then just count down, give her a rub. Yeah, that's good. Good start. But if she went to moving, see, I would move her. See, if I just bought her or I'd got her in for work, I would let her move. See, I'd get on and she would move. I'd say, oh, well done, and then I would disengage her maybe 20 times there, but with quality, doing something that's not wasted. And then I'd take her back, I'd give her a rub, I'd say, right then. And then if she moved again, I'd go, brilliant, we'll do the other one now. With everything meaningful, bring her back. Almost guarantee you, within 20 minutes.
She'll be standing.
Just, I'd get on, I'd go, there you go, and then I'd get off and I'd walk her back to the barn. See, I always say, it's these things that are missed. People put up with not standing still. People put up with, trying to stop a horse, and they'll sit in the saddle and they'll ask for a stop, and yet the horse walks forward 10 paces before it stops. That's big things, but everyone sees it as little things. So if you get the little things like this done, everything else gets better. Right, what you're going to do now, I'm going to take this away. All right? Now, it will benefit you greatly if in the spring you come to a couple of clinics of mine. It would. Right.
We'll do a summer camp
So,
with
now,
barbecues and everything.
she might think now you're in that saddle, she might think, this is different, I need to move. Now, if that happens, you've got to see if you can hold on to the rein, smile, and just let her spin till that second she stops her feet. We may have done enough now that she's got half a clue now, so it's exactly the same now, but the only difference is your rein hand will come to there. Yeah, it's a place we can fix. You can fix it there, right? So you will reach down. You might not, because now we're not going there, we're going there. You might have a point 4 inches away now. You have to work out your point on your aim, so that you know when you come to there, you've got the flex you want. You're understanding that big time, aren't you? So you'll decide that in your practicing, where that point is. Put a bit of tape on there, really. You know, like a bit of yellow or green or something. You can naturally then just go, I know where that. Right? So, process. Yes, yes. Down to your point. No, turn your hand. Turn. No.
That way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Down to your point. Hand on the neck, and then round your hip. Go on. Round your hip and hold until she's Until
Pretty light.
Hmm?
She's pretty light.
Yeah, yeah. We don't want her too light, because if she's too light, she might get upset with the other people riding her. Yeah. So you don't want her too light. When you think, yeah, that's all right, then. Now I'd say you need that. That's where you just did it.
Yeah.
Maybe slightly down. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Maybe so maybe 2 inches from, or 3 inches from there.
Yeah.
Try that next time. Give her a rub. Now there has to be a period of rest. So she's straightened her neck. She feels quite comfortable. Then, because some people go, do it,
The other side.
they let it, and then, yeah, I sometimes do that because I don't have as much time. But if you've got the luxury of a bit of time, get your flex. When you got it, let it go. Give her a period of straight. Then reach down. We're going to do this side first. Get this side good, then we'll go to the side. So, yeah, you've given her a little, you don't need to leave it that long, but you need to let her stretch her neck straight. Think about it for a second. So there's something in it for her, then go again. Right, fluidness, up, down the range. Yeah, slide down, yeah, hand on the neck, round to your hip. And if she moves, you hold until she stops. Don't look her in her eyes, yeah. How did that feel?
Good.
She ever done that before for you?
Once or twice.
Yeah. So you have managed to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And there's something in it for her, that's wonderful. And again, fluidness, down, know what you want, have it in your mind what you want, bring her around to your, what's it? Now, this head could do with being lighter than this. This is what you work on, okay? Yeah, she just, you felt that. I saw that. So, you can't overdo that. It'll
Can
help
you
him.
step a bit closer so I can get you both in the shot?
Yeah, you can't overdo it. Right, so that felt okay.
Yeah.
Now we do the other side, okay? Tan? You're doing really well, really well. Okay, so,
Closer.
so same thing now then, Sam. Fluidness, up, slide down, go further than that, go again. Yeah, up, slide down, yeah, a bit more, yeah, there, a hand on the neck, and then round to you. So you can see, yeah, she just gave a little bit there. So you can see she weighs a ton in her head, doesn't she? But if you did that enough, she would get lighter and lighter and lighter to you.
Yeah.
The only thing is, you'll have to see how light you want her, because of, you know what I mean. But look, she's not going to be the last horse you have. You're going to have a lot of horses in your life, you're a young bloke. But other ones, you might not want other people riding all the time in your future, right? Again. Again. No, up, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hand on the neck. Right. Yeah. 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 You got it. Yeah. Let go. How does that feel? Now, you're going to do a disengaging one now. Okay, do you remember what you got to do with that?
Yeah.
So, this is the disengagement one. So you're going to lift up, fluidness, reach down. Yeah, know what you want. Right. Hold. And you got to hold it now. Hold it somewhere. Yeah. Now, you're going to keep it at that now. You're going to, when you need to move, you're going to take that off.
Yeah.
Put your foot right back. Look down at the hindquarters and cluck. Now take your leg off. Hold your rein until she stops. No pressure with your legs. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
For your first attempt, bloody good. So does that make sense? You had to take your hand off to the movement. Then when she'd done the movement, back on the neck, which means stop.
Yeah.
Total sense?
Yeah.
Right, again. Whoa. Take your time. Up. Reach down. Right. Yes. Ask for it. Now take your hand off the neck. Bump that back round. Bump it round. Now hand on the neck and hold. Hand on the neck and hold. Hold. No pressure with the legs. No pressure with the leg. Hold. Hold. That's the point. Up. Wait till she stops. No pressure on the leg. That's it. Now, let it go. The fact that that just happened is so good for her to have to work that out for you. She had to work it out. So we don't, even though that didn't go as brilliant as you might thought it would, it actually did for the horse and you, because she had to search a bit, didn't she?
Yeah, she's still asking the question.
Yeah. Now, without movement, ask for the flex again. You have to finish off without the, right down, Sam, right down a bit more. Yeah, on the neck. Yeah. Now ask, now get the flex. Without movement. Yes. Yes. All right. Now, Tanya, this side now. Now it's a disengagement this side.
You going to try next?
Right. No, this is you today.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Up. Okay, up.
Get out of stuff.
Up. Yeah, reach down. Quality and grace. Right, hand on the neck. Bring the head around. Hold till she stops. Right. Now look back. Look back at it. Hand off the neck when you. Yeah. Keep going till she disengages. Yeah. Now hand on the neck. Stop her. Wow.
Nice footwork, Sam, for your horse. The horse did a nice bit of footwork there.
Do you know what? And you know, I think some of the clinics I'm going to be doing next year are purely a one rein stop clinic. People are showing this stuff and it's all too quick, gone, done, and they haven't learned a thing. You could start off in the morning with groundwork, right? Groundwork, mounting correctly, siding up, and then in the afternoon this, and then further on in the afternoon the trotting to the save them from trotting. You know, if everyone learned this, it'd be a safer world for us and horses. So now you're going to do it from a walk. Okay, so you're just going to walk around. We're not going to ask her to stop straight away. We want her to be thinking maybe we'll stop. So I'm not going to say anything about your riding now. You just ride her around, just walking. Then when I say okay, you're going to come to the centre of the arena, somewhere around here. You're going to do a one rein stop. I don't care which side you do. Probably this side's easier because you'll come sort of around it. So you'll try and remember the same thing. We're not going to do a disengaging one.
Yeah.
We're going to do a few one rein stops without the disengagement. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So you walk around. And this will actually be helping with what? With the
Spray.
With the spray.
This'll all
With everything. 'Cause
yeah.
she's
This
got a reference point.
of course she has. So the spraying, this will work into our hands for the spraying.
Perfect.
We're in the middle here, so. For making a light and for riding, that's a whole different a different scenario. I'm not going to talk about that
No,
today.
no,
I don't
that's
want to
fine.
confuse Sam with anything other than what we're
Stopping.
yeah. Unrequested. You got it.
Yeah, there you go, Sam. You was listening. When she's in a tiz, then she will have a reference point.
Yeah, I mean, it takes
her to-
months of this practicing
Yeah.
one rein stops.
But that's
But
what would be really
one
nice,
rein
wouldn't
is
it?
not the only way to stop. This is just, you know, once we've got that good, we practice it now and again, then we'll go back to two rein stopping.
Yeah.
But it's such a good thing to learn. Just change direction a few times, Sam. You can see when you're riding her, she comes up a little bit, doesn't she? You can see there is energy there when you, if you want it. So what? If you go round there, Sam, turn round and then go the other way, and then you'll come in then, and you're going to do a one rein stop somewhere around here then. and she's on her own, she would usually be a bit more up than this, I would probably.
Yeah, she's
On her
got.
own up there, yeah.
She has settled in
Yeah,
a
so
lot though. She's got used to it a
Go
bit.
up there, and then Sam, you're
She's
going to go
into it
around,
first.
look, come this way and do a one range stop, just where we were doing it before. Sam.
Oh, it's a big day for Barney as well, because when I had him, he wouldn't stay in the stable on his own.
Wow, and
He
you
wouldn't-
can't hear him yinning.
No.
So come to there, and then when you're ready, that's it. Reach up, down, right down, hand on the neck, hand on the neck.
Hand on neck.
Yes, and wait. No pressure with the legs. You wait. You wait. Well done. Up. Yeah. I know you're waiting for the softness. Sometimes we take a little bit without that at the beginning. You know what I mean? But that was good. And there's something in it now. Give her a rub. Yeah. Lovely job. Just leave her sit for a second. Now, I want you to go around again, and I want you to do it again.
Yeah, the hand on the neck seems a little unnatural, doesn't it, when you're kind of
Yeah.
trying
But
to...
you can't let go of the rein. Now, I have noticed a couple of times you've let go. You never let go of your outside rein.
Yep.
You just put it on the neck with the rein in case you needed it. All right. So again. Once you've got an idea of what to do, so has the horse. That's where I come in. Then I can't teach past that. It's up to Sam now to learn it. I can just teach how to. Yeah, he has to be dedicated enough to practice this stuff and to get it good. Because eventually he'll be trotting around here and knew it. You know what I mean? Today we'll be walking. So you're starting to know in your head now what you're going to do when you come here. Just before ahead of time, you'll raise up, run down, down on the neck.
So raising up with my left hand.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing the other side now then?
That way.
Yeah, down, and then hand on the neck, and wait for that foot to stop. No pressure with your legs, you sit balanced, and let go when you... Yeah, that's the point. Let her sit for a minute, and then go around again. Try and shortcut going round now, so we can do it quicker. Off you go again. So remember, you're going to raise up with your right hand,
Yep.
right up in the air, at the buckle, yes, reach down, hand on the neck, and hold, and just relax, Good. Now, with practice, that should get that you reach down, she might move one foot and stop, okay?
Yep.
So, that's the start of it. Okay. Now the other side. So you'll go around the other way now. Yeah. Yeah. When a horse realises all of this information is related to the feet, it changes the whole mindset and everything. But it doesn't happen overnight. So you'll know ahead of time now, coming towards me. You're going to be reaching up with your left hand. Okay, so when you're ready, know what you want, reach down, hand on the neck, Just stay balanced. Lovely. Just a second, let her straighten up, and then off you go again. And then what we'll do, we'll get him to do a disengagement in a second, and then we'll get him to get on and off from the block again, and then we'll take the tack off.
Okay.
And then
Give them
start
both a rest.
So do you think you'll be able to remember this for him?
I think between us, definitely we will. remembering to stop for Sam as well.
To do what?
For Sam to stop. Because you said sit and balance and relax, and I think very often when we've got a lot on our mind, we forget to stop ourselves.
Yes, yes. So when you're ready, reach down, you know what you're doing, hand up, yes. And then just relax, blow out, breathe. Maybe you weren't quite down the rain enough then. Do you feel a difference?
Yeah.
She was sort of not as rained.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Finish off with one good one now, and then we're going to do the spraying. That's a good start.
Hand up.
Yeah, reach right down, hand on the neck, and then hold. Right, what a great little one rain stop you just made.
It helped me to say it out loud.
Huh?
It helped me to say it out loud.
That was very good.
Yeah.
And then I'd leave her on that note now, as far as the riding side of it. Jump off her, give her a nice rub round, and now we'll finish on a note of you. Because now you've rode around, she might not stand as well because she's been moving. It'd be nice to check her out for that. Oh, you're gonna have to get on.
Oh.
Yeah, I want you to just make sure she's gonna stand for you nicely.
Snack room.
Hmm?
A lot of mind work goes on, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Just see how we are for that. Give her a rub. And back off. I wish I could get off the other side as well as that. Really good. Right, so we'll whip the tack off because we don't want to soak your tack now, do we? Right. Now, you're not going to be spraying her up here, are you?
Sometimes you get sprayed in the yards, sometimes
Well,
you
we'll-
get sprayed
we'll-
in the stable.
we'll check it out.
Would
We'll-
you like in the stable?
Well,
Should we take her back to the stable?
well, that's where you're going to be spraying her mainly.
Cool.
So I think back to stable, de-tack her. We'll put the other head collar on.
Yeah.
And then we'll get busy down there.
That's also where I sprayed Barney.
So it equates to spraying a horse. So I have a lot of horses that won't allow their legs to be sprayed. So I'm in the middle there, jumping over the hose pipe. Just keep spraying them till eventually they just for a split second, it's gone. Turn it off. Walk away. Give them a break. And that's the easy. There's several different ways of doing what we're going to do now, but that's the one that works the most easiest for people. Is you just do it until the feet stop. Now we've already started on it, haven't we? In here, we've just been up there one way, so we've got a head start on this. So if you sprayed in here, do you think she'd be flying around in here? Have you ever tried in here?
Yeah, she will back up and put her bum to you.
Yeah, she'll be fine in here. Right, okay. Well, we'll go out here for a second then. So, can you give her a lick while I do this now?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to use her favourite lick. Okay.
Horse licks.
The reason I just done that, just to make sure Sam was going to be safe, really, because I didn't know. So hang on, you give it as I say. So as I start this, you give it. All right? Okay. Ready? Steady. Go. Give it up. Give it up. Doesn't matter. Don't look in her eyes. Wow.
She's a
That's
very polite girl, isn't she?
Non-eventful.
It is, isn't it?
No, take her away next. She didn't want to bother with that, did she? No. Okay. Right. So.
I just know what you've been moving about. Look at her. She's not even moved.
But that, just this horsemanship thingy
Yeah.
is helping her mind here.
It is.
You know? So I'm going to start doing it different places. So I'm not looking at her. What a lot of people will do is look at the horse when they're doing it, you know? So I'm just taking no notice of, do you know what? Well, I haven't sprayed it yet, have I? But we're setting it up right. Where's that lick? See whether it...
We might have to let Rosemary in.
What are you doing?
Oh, somebody's coming in.
Popping Adele back in the stable there.
Okay.
I'm going to do this then. Go on then, give it a watch, you can hear this. Oh. Now as I stop it, I'm going to do it here. Go on, give it a... Let her lick it. Now as I stop it, take it away. Alright? Now, you do this every day. What's she going to equate this sound to? So we make a positive out of it. Alright? So again, ready? Tell me when you're giving it a...
Yeah.
And then as I stop, what are you going to do? Right. And then we're going to transfer it to a tie station. So when she's tied on one of the clips, so she can't break nothing, we transfer it. She has a lick. So you put the lick where she's tied, just prior to you. So this becomes a positive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ready? Go. Good job. Let her think about that now. Just leave it for a second now. Make absolute sense in it. So, we'll go out for a second. And then when we come back in with the spray, it'll be nice for her because we'll show her that she's not contained. I'm not going to hold her next time. Alright, give her a break now, Tam. Right. She's not kind of too bothered there now. Right, now take that away now. Right. So, have we got towels and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't want to get myself hurt in here, but she doesn't seem too upset, so I might just see if I can spray her in here without her what's in, alright? So, got the horse licks. Do you know what? Brilliant.
Good girl. Yeah.
Obviously she's a little bit concerned about that, but
Yeah.
I'll keep going. We need it. She's going to get a towel, hasn't she? So I'm just going to keep going here till I would like her to just drop her head just a little tiny bit here and then stop then. See if she'll have a little bit of that. All dripping down her legs now.
Less bothered.
There, her gaze went away from it then, did you see?
Mm-hmm.
Right, towel. Right. Right. Okay. Now, I'm not looking at the spot. This is where you don't look at where you're doing. Right. What do you think?
I think she senses your confidence as well.
Yeah, well, we're going to get Sam doing it in a minute. But I'm not going to obsess with the whole body. You start off with the shoulder area, both sides. Okay? So her head's, you see how her head rises? I'd keep doing it, maybe tomorrow, until her head's not rising when I do it. But that's really good. She looked away again. You see how I'm waiting for the point where she just... Right, now, I'll go to the other side. Will she have a bit of that lip?
Sure now, I think.
Yeah, she'll have it.
She loves that stuff though.
Don't she?
They all love it.
Okay, so I'm going to keep doing this now till she stops her feet. And you see how each side is different?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep going now, and then when she just gets less bothered about it. Remember, this is the side that don't usually like stuff as much. Right, there's a little point there I felt. Give it a bit of a lick now. And that's like, again, it's like a reward for
Not sure I
standing
want
still.
that. Not taking a lick now.
Yeah, she
especially
is.
She didn't resist for long, did she? She's a bit like me in chocolate.
Yeah. Like me in a glass of
Give it,
Prosecco.
give it a chance a bit. Yes.
Good girl.
Yes. So you would set it up. You would set it up on your tie station that when she goes in there to be sprayed.
Okay.
This is very non-exciting, I'm afraid, for my video. What a great horse you got here. Hey, look at this now. Right, Sam, you think you'll be able to do that for me while I hold the lid? Okay. So you're not going to contain her enough that it's going to be tight. Yeah. Oh God, horse licks. Like that. Okay. Right. Off you go. Don't look at top too much. Go on, and off you go. There you go. Right, off then, and I should... Now, if she's moving, probably as she moves, keep going until she stops her feet. Yeah, and then, lovely job, and then wipe it off with a towel. There you go. So this is now pleasurable for her, isn't it? Off you go again. That's it. And then you're going to wipe that in a minute, and you're going to turn around then and do the other side. That's it. Hey. Okay, so wipe all that off, and then like it's nothing, like it's old grandma's horse now. Go the other side. That's it. Like it's nothing. We know this is nothing now. Right, off you go. There we go. There we go. We got it. And good old wipe up. And then again, like it's nothing. How's that going? Wipe it up. Wipe it up. Give it this lip now. Just give it a break now and let her have a look at it. She kind of got bored of that now, hasn't she? Now I'm going to spray now and I'm going to go a bit further back. Okay, so if we swap over now, I'm going to go down her leg a little bit and I'm going to go towards her back. So if you can hold the lip, right? Okay, right there. So I have that off you. Really good. That's good. This is where they've moved mainly. Alright, that's good. I'm happy with that. We don't want to ruin what we've got. We don't want to go, let her sit on a good end. I would call that it for the first sprain. I mean, she wasn't moving then, she was quite relaxed. I've just been down her flank a little bit, tell her how good she is. She's okay, she's not sweating. It's where you finish.
The most important bit.
The most important bit, and I think that's good. So, yeah, good. She's the best sprayer I've had.
Well, she is a princess, isn't it? Her name is Princess.
Okay, right. There you go. That's it.
Good job.
Did you work forward on that?
Yeah, I think so.
Think about what you did up there. Think about those little things. And then let me know how you get on.
We will.
I mean, if you think about what she was like in your demo, would you spinning round and round?
You know, I think finishing at the point I did at the demo,
It's a good thing. She remembers.
plus what we just done about keeping your feet still. She knew I'm all about keeping her feet still. Remember when she met me before? Don't forget a thing. Remember just up there, what was that all about? Keeping the feet still. In here was about keeping. So she's kind of thinking, with him, with this human, I'm okay if I just don't move too much.
You've worn her out now, she's going to sleep.
I know.
All right then, guys. Yeah, you happy with that? And then we'll look at something next in the spring.
Cool.
You know. So that's it. Right then. That's it. So we're on our way home now from that little job that I've just done with Princess, and Tanya said, "Oh, why don't we pop into Saundersfoot? I haven't been here before, and it's on the way home. So yeah, that's where we are, Saundersfoot, and there's Tanya. Look. Hiya, Tanya. So yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a breakfast now, and yeah, we'll do a couple of little clips of Saundersfoot while we're here. Lovely place. That looks nice, Tanya. What do you reckon?
Stone crab.
Well, we were supposed to be going home to eat, Tanya, weren't we? Can't see that happening now, can you?
No.
Huh?
No.
What's this place called?
Saundersfoot.
Saundersfoot. Yeah, the same.
Ice cream. Cheers.
Well, that might do what that
Well, no crime, fair play.
I bet most of it now.
Huh?
I bet most of it now.
Lovely.
Bit of a haircut. We had a lovely meal in the pub. Ooh, someone's had the haircut. And a Turkish Delight ice cream. Hey, cheers. Cheers.